It was supposed to be a fun double date at a swanky downtown restaurant, the kind of place where the wine costs more than your average grocery run. The four of us, me, my fiancée Tara, my friend Nate, and his girlfriend of a year, Mia, were laughing over a second round of drinks. The conversation veered to celebrity crushes, harmless banter, or so I thought. Nate mentioned some singer, and Mia playfully nudged him, giggling. Then Tara leaned in, her voice carrying like she wanted the whole room to hear. "Oh, that's easy. Ryan Gosling, if I ever meet him, I'm done with you." She pointed her fork at me, smirking. "Sorry, babe, gotta aim higher." Mia howled with laughter, clapping like it was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. "Oh, Tara, you're savage. But like same, a girl's gotta have options." I froze, my glass halfway to my mouth. Tara and I had been together for 3 years, engaged for 6 months with a wedding looming. I'd already dropped a small fortune on a venue deposit, non-refundable. And here she was, casually announcing she'd ditch me for a movie star. It wasn't a joke, it was a gut punch. A glimpse into how she saw me. Temporary replaceable. Nate didn't laugh. He set his knife down, his face unreadable, and looked at Mia. "You think that's funny?" he asked, his voice steady but sharp. "What? It's just a joke, Nate. Chill," Mia said, still chuckling. "No, it's not," Nate shot back. "It's disrespectful to him and what you both have." His eyes flicked to me, a silent nod of solidarity. The table went from lively to icy. Tara's smirk faded into a scowl. Mia looked like she'd been caught stealing. They both turned on Nate, calling him oversensitive, accusing him of killing the vibe. I stayed quiet, draining my whiskey in one go, the burn grounding me. I didn't need to speak, Nate was saying it all. I pulled out my wallet, dropped enough cash to cover the bill and a hefty tip, and stood. "We're done here," I said, my voice flat. I looked at Nate. "Need a ride?" The drive home was tense. Tara tried to pick a fight, accusing me of humiliating her, of siding with Nate, of being humorless. I gave one-word replies, eyes on the road. By the time we reached her place, she hadn't moved into mine yet, thank God. She was fuming. "You're just gonna ignore me," she snapped as I parked. "Tired, Tara, tomorrow," I said. "There's nothing to talk about, it was a joke," she yelled, slamming the car door as she stormed off. I didn't look back. Later, my phone pinged. A text from an unknown number. "Hey, it's Nate. Sorry about tonight. Mia was out of line. You good?" I pulled over and replied, "You don't owe me an apology. You were the only one making sense. Beer tomorrow?" His response was instant. "Hell yeah." Nate and I met at a dive bar the next day, the kind with sticky floors and no distractions. Over a few beers, we laid it all bare. Our lives were eerily similar. Nate, a landscaper who'd built his own business, was dealing with Mia's constant demands for a flashier lifestyle. Designer bags, luxury trips, a bigger condo. Tara was the same, treating me like an ATM for her spa days and shopping sprees. The celebrity crush comments weren't one-offs. They were part of a pattern, disrespect, entitlement, seeing us as stepping stones. "We're not just pissed," I said, staring into my beer. "We're done." "So what's the plan?" Nate asked. "We don't just dump them," I said, a strategy forming. "They need to feel the weight of what they did." That night we moved fast. I canceled the credit card I'd given Tara and called my jeweler about the engagement ring, a 3-carat stunner I'd paid off. Nate, who was covering Mia's ritzy apartment rent, emailed her landlord to say he wouldn't renew her lease, ending his financial obligation in 10 days. The fallout hit quick. Tara called me in a panic the next day. "My card got declined at the salon. What's going on?" "I canceled it," I said calmly. "Wedding's in 6 months, right? Or is it? I heard it depends on a Ryan Gosling sighting." Seemed like a risky bet to keep funding. The silence on her end was deafening. "It was a joke," she stammered. "You can't do this, the wedding's booked." "It is," I said. "Don't worry, the party's still happening." I hung up. Mia got her wake-up call soon after. Her landlord sent a notice. Vacate in 10 days unless she could cover the lease herself, which her part-time retail job couldn't swing. Nate told her, cool as ice, that since their relationship wasn't serious, he wasn't about to bankroll her anymore. Tara and Mia teamed up, bombarding us with texts and calls, rage, tears, the works. They tried to spin it, calling us cruel, but we got ahead of it. We sent a group text to our friends. "Hey, Tara/Mia and I are done." At dinner, she said she'd ditch me for a celebrity, so I'm taking her at her word. Wish her well. The story was so absurd, so specific, it spread like wildfire. Their friends didn't rally, they ghosted. Tara and Mia thought the financial hit was the worst of it. They had no idea what was coming. The next few weeks were chaos. Tara clung to the idea of the wedding, thinking the deposits and social pressure would force me back. She kept calling vendors, planning as if nothing had changed. What she didn't know was that I was calling them too, not to cancel, but to pivot. The first clue came when the caterer asked her about the ice sculpture. Swans or a handshake? Confused, Tara picked swans. The caterer just said, "We'll check with the other party." The real blow landed 2 weeks before the date. The original wedding invitations were ready, but Nate and I had other plans. We worked with a designer to create new ones. You're invited to the first annual Better Deal Bash, hosted by my name and Nate. An evening celebrating loyalty, respect, and knowing when to walk away. All proceeds to the local Boys and Girls Club. We mailed them to everyone on the original guest list. The response was electric. Friends texted, laughing, RSVPing in droves. The story went viral in our circle. Tara and Mia got their invitations the same day and lost it. They called, screaming about lawsuits, humiliation, everything. I just said, "Sue me for what? Throwing a charity event I paid for? You wanted a better deal, Tara. We're just following your lead." Mia had to move out on the first, her belongings packed into her parents' SUV while Nate watched with a cop to keep things civil. They tried to tank the event, calling the venue to cancel, but their names weren't on the contract. Their social media rants backfired, drawing more people to the bash. The night of the Better Deal Bash was unreal. The venue was stunning, Nate and I greeting guests like we'd just won the lottery. Then Tara and Mia showed up, dressed like they were auditioning for a reality show. They tried to barge in, but we'd hired security. "Sorry, ladies," the guard said, checking his list. "You're not invited." "This is my wedding," Tara shrieked. "No, ma'am," the guard replied. "This is a private charity event." They made a scene, yelling, crying while guests filmed. The videos spread like wildfire. They left when the manager threatened to call the cops. The party was epic. We raised $60,000 for the charity and had the time of our lives. The Better Deal Bash changed everything. Nate and I are tighter than ever. We started a landscaping and property management company, blending his skills and my business know-how. It's thriving. Turns out 2 guys who value loyalty make a killer team. Tara and Mia, not so much. The gala's fallout made them pariahs. Tara moved back with her parents, her days of luxury shopping over. She tried to sue for the ring and deposits, but my lawyer pointed out the ring was conditional, and her public "better deal" comment voided it. The judge tossed her case and told her to return the ring. Last I heard, she's back at her old retail job, stuck in a high school time warp. Mia's still hunting for a sugar daddy, but her reputation's shot. She's single, working part-time, and whining on private social media about standards no one meets. The real win wasn't just cutting them off for the gala. It was taking their dream, our wedding, their status, and turning it into a celebration of everything they lacked: respect, loyalty, decency. We didn't just walk away. We built something better. Nate and I are dating again, women who see us as partners, not placeholders. We learned our lesson. And Tara and Mia, they learned that when you chase a better deal, you might just get dealt out.